and the age of the internet education.
Yes, sir.
Or the technology.
Yes, sir.
Future technology. Which one is better used? Because we have seen both the times.
Sir, I want to say that introducing of social media is boon for us. I admit it, because in our time, when I was a student, I have faced lots of difficulties. Because to solve a problem, solve a sum, I had to go to teacher's place. But nowadays, who are studying for competitive exam, if they are getting stumbled for solving a sum, they can help from the social media platform, and they are getting lots of help from there. And not only I am saying it, they are also admitting it, and lots of classes are there, classes available there. Because of this reason, it's really a boon for us.
Because of the online system.
Online system.
I cannot ask you any question, but Rini will come in once again. Rini, you have just contradicted it. Okay? But you have heard what he has said. Now what do you want to say? He is of course an experienced person. He is from that particular field, he is a government employee now. He had to study a lot, he had to burn the midnight oil in order to crack the competitive examinations. He had to appear at the interview. So he got immense help at the time. Had there been social media, it would be easier for him to get that particular help. That is what he has said. But you have not seen that time. You are the guard of the present generation. Now what do you want to say about that? After hearing Suvendu.
Actually, they struggle more than we are. And in our generation, we are facing that loss of patience. Because certainly we are getting everything ready for us in this moment. But
That's better.
it's better, but for that we are losing our patience.
No, say you are studying a particular subject late at night. Around 12 o'clock, you use the phrase, burn the midnight oil. Okay, in this time when he burned the midnight oil, if he faced any problem, he has to wait for at least 12, 13, 14 hours in order to go to the teacher's house to sort out that problem. But now you, at that particular hour, 12 midnight or 1 o'clock, 1 a.m., you can send a simple WhatsApp message to your teacher, who is supposed to be awake, of course, by this time. Nobody goes to bed very early. He can answer your question, he can solve your problems instantly. You don't have to wait a long time.
It's a blessing.
Blessing, that's why I asked you. You told that no, the online teaching system is never superior to the traditional teaching system. That is what you think at the beginning. Now what do you want to do? Do you want to go back on what you have said, or do you want to stand back?
Actually, if there is, it is possible to go, if it's nearer, then I would suggest that offline classes are good.
Would you not consider the time? I mentioned the time. At 12 midnight.
Yeah.
If your next door neighbor is your teacher, then also it's possible for you to go to your next door neighbor's house to sort out the problem at 12 midnight.
No.
Right? Say something sensible. Don't say something insensible.
We have to put it together. Whenever I am saying that in certain classrooms, they also use the projector screen and implying the
Adrita, you contradicted also. You said that no, the traditional teaching system is full of human touch.
yes,
But you have hard to do it.
yes,
And now what do you want to say? Suvendu is a man from 2 years.
yes.
Earlier when there was no technology, no internet, and now when there is the internet. He has seen both the times. What do you want to say now? Your heart is experience. Now what do you want to say?
Okay. Nowadays, traditional education system and modern education system both is important, because if any of the system is abolished, then we can't survive. Because if we need any.
But I asked you a question about the near future, you remember?
Yes.
Then you just didn't agree. You don't know, it is not like that. I asked you whether it will be possible for us to replace the traditional academic system with the online teaching system.
Yes, it is not possible because we are habituated with online teaching system, but both is important.
That's for you. But
Not
what about the future, your next generation, your children? Do you think your children will be equally comfortable in the classroom? Will be as comfortable in the classroom as you were? Or they will feel better, they will feel more comfortable when they are receiving online education? I'm talking about your children or your grandchildren.
I don't know about them, but it's my
No, you can
opinion.
predict.
Yes,
You are an adult, educated adult. So you can easily predict.
yes,
What is your prediction?
I think uh, if they are it's on the it's depend on your person. If suppose if they are habituated with online classroom, there is no problem. But I think there is importance from traditional classroom because they if they are facing any problem, they can tell other students and they
What is a habit? You are talking about habituation. What is a habit? The thing to which you are exposed. If you are not exposed to a certain thing, how is it possible for you to be habituated? Now, that's why I'm not talking about
No.
your schooling, your education. I'm talking about your children's education. Okay?
I am to say if my children and my grandchildren are habituated with online teaching system,
How can they be habituated? You do not expose them to this.
it's
You have to expose them to this.
Yes.
You are never habituated to something to which you are not exposed.
they can take it easily because
Then the system should be introduced first.
yes, I will introduce, but it depends on the situation and person. They wanted to how they
Let's better talk to very experienced person, experienced one who is studying. Okay, let us see. So let me invite Simon. Simon, you have heard the discussion. You heard the discussion. You are a student.
Yeah.
You go to school on a daily basis.
Yeah.
You go to school. Now, what is your opinion? Which one will be easier for you? This traditional education system, going to school and receiving lessons from your teachers, or you feel better when the teacher gives you some online classes?
So the second option because
Online classes.
yeah,
Listen to her.
because it saves us time in transportation. Earlier there's time waste, but in this time, if we are taking online classes, then time won't be wasted. And if we are having any doubt, then we can search it on the Google. But earlier time we have to wait it for the school time to ask the teacher. And nowadays we can find many online classes like which are provided by PW, the next topper on YouTube, which is helping a lot of students. So I think this
These are
time,
famous organizations.
yeah.
You are talking about. Really? How do I come back? What is your comment? You have heard of a visit. She is still in the field. She is receiving education. She is going to school. You have heard her statement. Don't you think that her statement is in stark contradiction to what you have said?
Yes.
Or what you have overcome? Tell her something.
Actually, I feel that maybe I am comfortable with what I am talking about.
Why?
Actually,
That is another habit.
yeah.
That's what I asked her. Why have you formed that habit? Because that is what you were
Yeah.
exposed to in your childhood.
It was introduced to me.
That's right, exactly. So you can be habituated to that particular thing to which you are exposed or introduced.
As you were earlier asked about the future generation, I'm talking about it will be helpful to use the online courses because the more we are going towards the future, we are become more tech savvy. and because of that, and also we lost the human connection somewhere. It's easier to connect with online actually.
That's what you feel now.
Yeah.
So do you think that our statement has compelled you to change your mindset?
Actually, sir, I'm saying that we are going towards the online courses.
We are in transit now.
Yeah.
But she has said that no, not in the future of Facebook. Jesus keep that peace to God. No.
Not fully, I think partly, but because it is not good for us to transformation into online education system fully.
She has talked about the transportation.
Yes.
She has said that it takes time, it feels time. Now say that you want to receive some notes from a very renowned organization that is located far away from your home.
Yes.
Now, if you have to travel physically there, it is impossible for you.
Yes.
But if you collect the material from them online, it is easy.
Yes, in this case it is good, but she said if we are facing any problem in our maths or any other subject, we can search in or search it on Google and we can get answer. So we are not thinking about it. We are not thinking how we can solve from ourselves. So it is reduce our thinking power, our creativity power.
That means that we become zombie.
Yes.
You mean so? As you want to.
So actually, if we are confined in a room and learning everything, it's okay. But if we are not connected with the nature, that's also a problem because from environment and also our social circles, we also learn something that the
Health issues may arise here from now. Mental health, physical health.
yes sir.
Maybe affect. Let her answer that. You have preferred online classes.
Yeah.
But you have heard already them saying that you may have some physical issues, you may have some mental issues. You want to just avoid traditional things. But if you go to the classroom, there is some physical activity, of course, and you can socialize with your friends there. During the recess, you can play with your friends. But if you receive education online, then it is not possible for you to develop the other faculties of your life. How about you?
I could try to because this in this this technology this is very harmful for us because we are facing cyber crimes and threats. A lot of people are making are creating.
No, let's talk about the schooling system. That's the difference. I'm talking about the schooling system. You are trying to avoid traditional teaching system. You have said that online classes are preferred. That's what you have said. But you have also heard that demerits of the online classes. Now, what do you want to say about that? Do you think that you are being deprived of the physical enjoyment that your earlier, your ancestors had?
Yes, sir. Because nowadays we.
Are you physically fit? No. What's the reason for that?
I have a physical back pain because I
Do you
usually
ascribe that to the use of social media?
I mean it has
Your low back pain, I'm talking about. Do you ascribe your low back pain to the use of social media?
mostly because I used to take online classes by sleeping in and for by which my
In the classroom, how do you receive the lesson? Do you stand up and receive lessons or you sit down and receive lessons?
sitting.
What are the difference? I don't understand. Here also at home you are sitting and at school also in the classroom you are sitting. So isn't that you have to keep sitting up? Yes, please. Do you think you just lack physical activity?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what sort of system should be introduced at the school level for physical activity? Very seldom we find time at school, I'm telling you. Our school starts at 10:30 and it continues up to 4:30. during this long gap, during this long space of time, there are classes, class after class, class after class. In the middle, there is a small recess, a very short recess. During the recess, the government school students are busy eating internet, and the other students, the private school students, they are also busy having some strong social meals made by their parents. Okay, so when do you find time for the physical activity? Because at 4:30 when schooling is over, school hours are over, you return home in a hurry. Why? Because you have to attend the tutorial class. You cannot miss that. So just after returning home, you have to run to the tutorial class in order to study. So how is it possible for you to find some time for physical activity?
Sir, school should provide a extra period for the physical activity. During the
After
school,
4:30,
no, during the school timing only.
then some subject will suffer.
But in our
Then you have to, of course, omit some subject. Say there are 8 classes. One class you have to drop that, and during which class do you need to be dropped? History class,
no.
mathematics class. All the classes are equally important. Language class, very important for communication. So how is it possible for the school authorities to feed a kind of routine for physical activity?
So maybe after the
School hours.
Yeah.
After the school hours, at 4:30.
yeah.
Do you think that the children have the same kind of time at 4:30 to participate in physical activity classes? And how long will that be? Think of winter. During winter, it's at 4:30, it's almost dark. And how is it possible for you to indulge in some physical activity? Do you think it should be indoor games?
Yeah. If we play carom also, then gets shut. So I think indoor games should be kept.
But indoor games is not about making physical activity. Mentally fit, alright. But you have to talk about physical activity. How is it go? Let's get the idea from Subhendu later, okay? Subhendu attended the traditional school system well there. Now, he will give us the idea. He will let us to let you all know that how he used to practice something for physical activity.
Sir, in our time, a physical education teacher were there. Means the government used to appoint a physical education teacher each and every government school. Okay, and once in a week, each and every class will get a physical education class, and on this class we have to practice physical activities like cricket, football, or like badminton, yoga, those things. Those teacher will give instruction to us, and we will do accordingly with his instruction. And those things will make us fit.
Nowadays, why doesn't the school have that?
Actually, nowadays in government school also means physical education teacher were there, but they are taking classes.
But that's for only class 8.
Yes,
Up to class 8.
but they are taking classes of English, math, etc., etc. Yes, sir.
Right.
They are not taking physical education classes.
So how is it possible for the present modern children to have some physical activity? What is your suggestion?
Yes, sir. Actually, the present scenario is Gen Z people who took birth after around 1997. Okay, they are not inclined to physical activities. They are just they are like to spend time scrolling phones and with their wish.
What multi-genes are mushrooming here and there?
Yes, I also admitted that multi-gene is mushrooming here and there, and actually, when a kid is in his adolescent age or his or her teenage, they are not actually inclined to physical activities. But when they are growing up, they are just taking interest to build their bodies, and for this reason they are going to multi-genes and to build muscle and pull iron there.
So social media is to a certain extent paralyzing the present day generation.
No, I don't want to say it that social media is paralyzing the present generation.
No, I'm talking about the kids.
It's actually
Students, I'm talking about the schools.
the parents of the kids should advise them to take care of them, and in which way they should spend their time. Parents should take care of them.
Yeah, how would the parents do that? That's my question. Please give us some suggestion.
Parents should advise them that they should do some physical activities. Actually, in my opinion, parents should admit their student in the evening in a yoga class for doing yoga, because yoga will help them to increase their mental power and boost their energy also. Means
But
some.
if patient with the rat race, it's not possible for the
No, it's possible. If a person will think that I will do it, then it is possible. But if a person will think that I can't do it, then it can't possible. Means willpower will compel him to do it.
So we do not consider the real physical capacity of a child. If a child returns from home in school and then goes to a particular club for yoga or something like
No, it's actually you have to. I just want to explain it like this way. One example of my neighbor means my neighbor admitted their kid into Saint Joseph. Okay, and some decorum are there in Saint Joseph. They used to send their kid in the early in the morning to school, and when she is returning, means by school bus in the evening. In the winter season, she is returning around dusk, and she is totally tired and tuckered out, and at this health condition, he is not able to. Sorry, she is not able to do any physical activity. But if the parents should judge like this way that if the student will complete his study, they should admit it into a nearby school, nearby English medium school. If their parents are willing to admit their kid to get admission into a English medium school, then that time will not waste. Means the communication time.
the school should be nearby.
Yes,
But
there.
what about the remote villages? In a remote village, you will not find an English medium school in every village. The students have to travel up a long distance in order to attend English medium classes. You are talking about the town or city. Okay, in cities you will find a lot of English medium schools. But in villages there are a few English medium schools only, and there is a long distance between them. So now how is it possible for the parents?
No. I just wanted to cite the example that what they suffered means my neighbor when.
No, it's the practical example.
Yes, practical example, sir. I just wanted to say that the people who are living in remote villages, distant villages, they are very much strong than us. Means when I went Colony University for facing physical education training. At that time, some student, some job aspirant student came from Purulia, Bankura, and like those places, remote places, and Midnapur. They are very strong than us.
They are from English medium school.
No, they are from Bengali media school. They are very strong.
That's why I'm asking you. The Bengali medium school then you'll find in every village.
Yes.
But you have talked about St. Joseph. You have talked about the English medium school.
I raised the point because that this is the mindset of the parents.
This is the training.
This is the trend.
Parents are not willing to put their children to Bengali medium or Hindi medium school. Even a pediatric man is thinking of putting his child to an English medium.
Yes, I admit it.
Now, in that particular scenario, or under such circumstances, don't you think it is better for us to introduce what Simontini has prescribed, the online teaching system, the no passage time will be there?
No, actually, in every cases, some negative and positive points are there. As Simontani was saying that she prefer online classes, but in this case, she will not learn the decorum of schooling. Means in her case, she is maybe I just imagine it that she is going to school around 7 in the morning and returning around 3 or 4 in the evening. Okay, then she is getting some means system. She is involved in a system, and she is also getting some, routine roster from the school teachers.
But in case of online teaching, there will be no roster.
In case of online teaching, as she was saying that she is realizing some back pain, feeling some back pain, but in case of schooling, she has to work for a distance, cover a distance, and she in tiffin time she will maybe she will play with her friends, but whenever she is doing all her study with social media, then she will spending all over her day in confined in a room.
But if you talk about the corporate world, there you will see a lot of people who prefer work from home. They don't have to, of course, spend time traveling from home to their offices. They generally work from home.
Yes.
And that is possible because there is a schedule. It is not that they will just anytime get up and go away. There is also a schedule for the system is generally provided by the office, and they work for 8 hours, 9 hours, 10 hours even. Just a few days ago, Amy and I were talking to Africa, she's also working from home, and she's saying that the first is schedule. It is not that anytime you like to sit down, anytime you like to just get up. Not like that. So why do you say that education is not possible? What is possible online? It's systematic.
Possible because we are bound to do so because we have to learn, we have to earn money, we have to earn our bread and butter, and because of this reason we have to sit for a while and do the work accordingly what our bosses are asking from me or us. Okay, and what problem they are facing, this is totally secret. Means like Africa, she was saying that she is sitting on particular time and giving her effort at a stage 7 or 8 hours. But what problem she is facing, it is totally secret to us because maybe she is suffering from back pain, headache. Those things are very common.
At your office, you will move and work.
Yes,
You have to keep sitting.
Yes.
For a clerk, I not an officer. An officer has to remain in the air-conditioned room, and that was a sedentary job. The officer doesn't have to run from one department to another department with a bunch of files. It is not the job of an officer. So there also you have to keep sitting. What you are doing at home. So what is the difference? I don't understand the difference between these two systems.
but sir, whenever we are attending office, we have to go to station for availing a train. Then after getting off from the train, we have to go to office by availing another vehicle. For this reason,
When do you go out in the morning to go to your office?
around 9:30,
9:30. When do you return home?
around 7.
7. So the long, many hours are there.
Yes.
Okay. Now if you work from home, you would start working at 10:30 or 10 o'clock. And you work by 5:30 or 6 o'clock.
Sir, in government offices also online cases.
I'm not talking about only the government offices. I'm talking about the job people,
Okay.
professional people. If they work from home, their time is saved. And that time they can invest in some physical activities. You are saying you travel from home to the station, there is no walking and for that physical activities. They don't need that. They will simply, after walking, they will go to the multi-gym and practice.
Yeah, actually, this means ambition. This thinking is coming individual to another. Means I think, in my opinion, Mr. Sawa is not a lover of gym. He is also a Sector 5 employee, maybe as per my imagination. But he is not a lover of gym. He is not spending time by pulling iron. It's depend upon him that in which way he will spend his time.
No, if you go to the gym, you don't have to pump iron on this. There are so many other
For burning calories.
for other benefits there.
Yes.
You are
Yes.
talking about walking.
Yes.
There is also the treadmill there.
Yes, yes.
So you can do that. You can for walking. But why do you have to travel from your home to the station, railway station for physical activities? That's my question. And then also in a hurry. In the morning when you go to your office, if your office is far away from your home, it's not very easy for you to go there. Because there's a huge crowd there, you have to travel by train, and before that you have had meals. After taking rice, then after you have to run up. And with rice in your stomach, you are running towards the station to catch a train. You miss that train, your boss will give you a good chewing up. So with the role you are doing.
Sir, in my opinion, I enjoy it because I want to stay myself in the atmosphere because I miss nature. I want to keep myself in nature.
You enjoy traveling in a very on a very crowded train with a lot of people skating on your foot or your shoes and pushing you, nudging you, elbowing you from this side and that side. There is a huge quarrel going on sometimes between you and a particular person. Or during summer, they're all sweating and you are getting the clean odor of sweat from them. Do you enjoy it?
Yes, sir, I enjoyed it because a few years ago I was posted in Dankuni. At that time, I had to come to Bali and from there I had to travel another 10.
So,
I enjoyed it.
So we will regard you as an exceptional case.
Yes, you can.
But we are not talking about the exceptional people. We are talking about general people, common people. So do you now what is your opinion? Just you put yourself out of the arena. Now still do you prefer traditional education system?
No. Since beginning I am saying that social media means reading by using social media. I admit it. It's a boon for us. I admit it.
But you are saying that there is no physical activity. The students are having some problem, low back pain.
Yes,
That's what you have mentioned.
that was means by skipping the school only using social media. I'm not saying it. Attend school and whenever you are taking tuition, private tuition, in spite of private tuition, you can take help from the social media. Means lots of channels are there on YouTube and you can take help from there.
Okay. Ripi is an employee of the IT hub. So let us listen to what you want to say about the use of social media or computer or internet.
Well,
You heard it?
yes, definitely. Thank you for giving your opinion. So, like to just put my 2 cents in the particular subject matter which has been mooted for the day. Yes, definitely. Yes, as somebody is talking about the use of social media, it's definitely is a good thing because otherwise our society, our world would not accepted it. The way they accepted that particular social media, the way they are using it, they would not have done that if it is not useful. Saying that particular fact, somebody is talking about whether online education or offline education, which is more important. Upon my word, I personally believe both are important, right? Somebody is talking about work from home or work from office, which is more important. I said hybrid work from means hybrid model of work is more important because it is very necessary. Means you cannot simply shy away from the particular fact that you are not meeting that particular person, particular person. It is most important thing in your life. If you want to learn something out of the box, you have to meet people, right, in person. That is why I always prefer that particular person. Those were the movies, right? You know, the novice people. They should go to office. They should attend office as much as possible because it's not about the only work, whatever. Suppose they are training you, giving a sort of work, and you are simply coming back home and simply doing work from home. That is not important. That is not your motto, ultimate motto. You have to learn something out of box. You have to simply communicate with other people, right? You have to communicate with the person who is senior to you, who is as some people say that learning from book and learning from people, which is more important, right? Both are important. You have to read books. You have to read the people also. You have to meet the people also, because from people also you'll get to know so many things that is not written in the book. Saying that particular fact, it is the days which are coming ahead, definitely that is quite tech savvy. As you all know that we have to attend online classes, we have to attend many things online, but meeting person, look, human cannot be replaced by machine or AI, whatever you say, right? We are here on this earth that we have some particular value. Look, we created some things. We do not forget the person who created. You should not forget your owner, like who is providing you. Look, might be you are quite intelligent, but you are not more intelligent than the humans, right? So I personally believe that it is very much important for you to know the things which is being available to you right at this moment. You should be tech savvy, because as says that, why do you learn some new words, colloquial terms? It's not that it is not useful. Look, sometimes it is useful, but when somebody is saying to you something in colloquial term, you should understand. The same way, you should know that you should be tech savvy. You should know how to use machines, how to use computer, how to use all the things. That is our future. You cannot simply say that I do not want to do this. When a few years back, Seth knows very well that when few years back computer was introduced, so many people from the government sector, they said that we would not use that particular system. We would not use computer. But eventually they had to learn the particular thing, right? To simply ease his or her way of life, right?
So that people are at times scared that they will lose their job.
Yes, definitely. So same way people are coming that AI will simply lose their, snatch away their jobs or something like that. Definitely, it's not like that. There are some jobs that will be replaceable by AI, but you should know how to use AI to simply advance your job. Yes, definitely. Like when computer was introduced, there are so many jobs where it used to be done by us human people, but when computer got introduced, there are many things that was replaceable by computer. But they also introduced so many other parts like social media. They are creating content on social media and earning money. Have you ever thought 10 years back or 15 years back you would have done that particular thing? So we have to understand, like when science is a boon or a car, something like that. How do you use this? It's upon you, right? How we are using particular thing in a good way or not way.
What is the demerit of social media?
Look, there is no yardstick. How do you understand which piece of news is good or not?
No, social media, some tangible, I'm just demerit.
Definitely.
You can see with our naked eye.
Look, I can simply just say that it can influence you. It can influence you such a way that you never imagined, right? Suppose what you do not believe, that should be that made you believe by social media. That is the impact of social media. You should know how to use it, and that is very much. But it's quite easy to say that we know how to use that particular thing, but it's not that much easy. It seems like it transfer.
We abuse it.
Look, we are the people who use it in a good way. We are the people who abuse it as well. You have to identify which way you have to go. Like there are
how
people
to identify.
Yes, how to identify, and it's quite difficult job. I cannot say that it's
So
quite.
what is your suggestion?
I personally believe that look, it is not like how much you try as a person, as an individual. It's not up to you that I should use in a good way or not. That is the tech savvy people are sitting at the helm, right? They are simply controlling you. So government should come up with certain rules and regulations, so they should know how to control, how to simply restrict the social media. Like in certain countries, we get to see that under 15 of age, like 15 of age is what? Under 15 years of age, social media is completely restricted to that particular age group, until that particular age group, and it's important, right? And our government, the government of India, also come up with a new rule that if any nuisance is being published on social media, they have to take it down within 3 hours. So people are protesting that should be done. The time limit should be extended to 12 hours. But they are saying within 5 minutes you can do that particular thing. Suppose that's why you get to see that whenever there is any tension.
There are a lot of women who are publishing a lot of half naked, but these are not being pulled down, not being taken down. Why?
Look, then you can say that there are so many notch houses, there are so many cat houses. Why government is not simply doing anything, banning that particular thing? So it was there. Like you cannot say due to social media people are going astray, children are going astray. Children went astray when there was no social media. Children are going astray. Children or people will go astray. That is a rule. You cannot simply saying that nobody will go to some different part or nobody will take some different part. It is not going to happen. Look, that's the human nature. Which way will go, that is depend on you. Definitely the people around you will influence you, but we also got influenced. There are many people got influence also, but they are not taking. We seeing that particular person killing somebody, we are not simply going and kill somebody. Whenever that urge comes within you, then only will do that particular thing, right? So it is saying that yes, why people government is not banning, because it is been going on since ages. Like people are exposing themselves to the other people. So it will go on. So until or unless children look, it is affecting the majority of the people in the society, government will not take any action. And it's quite palpable, right? People, there are, we know very well there, in Kolkata there is a cat house. We are not going to particular street or particular place. We know what to know, where to go, where not to go. But there are certain people who want to go, let them go. If they find enjoyment over there, let them do that particular thing. But it is very much necessary when we get to see, look, when we get to see the number of people going, major of the people are going to that particular street, then we should take some action. So people, look, police are doing raids or something like that.
It becomes a social issue.
Yeah, social issue. When social issue comes, look, when major of the people are going astray, then government comes up and takes some decision. So that's up to government. So it is, again, I'm reiterating that definitely there are certain issues.
So do you think the traditional education can be successfully replaced by the online education?
I personally believe, it's my personal opinion, that not fully, what I can say, replaceable, right? There are certain things, look, it is got introduced also. It is got introduced. Look, just take the example of this particular class. It's quite palpable. We know we get to see so many online courses are going on social media. You simply take that particular money, means you simply admit yourself to that particular class and simply learn English. But still we are coming to that particular class. Why? Because people to people interaction is very much important in this world. People to people interaction. So why just think during COVID, work from home option was came into place, right? After that also, why the companies, the big IT companies, every company is opening some like offering hybrid model of work. You should understand there is some reasons behind it, and there is very much particular reason behind it. They are also saying that yes, you should means avail work from home option, that is okay, all right, but you should come to office, meet others, learn some other things. It's not about your work only. You should know so many other things, how the world is going on, how business are running. Look, when I simply got a job, I means that time COVID hit, right? So I used to do work from home, right, for 2 long years. I only knew what's my purpose of, means what my work only, right? Apart from that, how the business are running, how they are simply organizing all the things, how if you want to run a business, what are the things are needed, how means what are the jobs, what are the responsibilities someone should take, that was not known to me. But when I start going to office and get to know the people, what their job, what the extracurricular activities they are doing to simply advance his or her life in the work field, that is why my real purpose means going to office. And not only going to office, as somebody was talking about, you always whole journey, your whole life is a learning thing, right? While going to office, while returning from office, meeting people, what sort of people you do meet on train, on buses, right? That is also a journey.
I have one question here.
Yeah.
Do you think that social media has healed the cinema industry or hit hard?
Definitely hit hard, but not killed actually. That's why you feel like going to the theater, means cinema hall and to watch movies. People are the movies are earning like anything. That's why the big superstars, you just name it, they are not simply publishing their own content on social media, right? They are simply telling you, come and watch in cinema hall. Why? Because that is very much important. Like, not everything can be done from home. Not everything can be done on social media. Like, there are few things that should be done
Physically.
Yeah, physically, yeah. Like just playing something like that. You might play on phone, like football match you are playing on cricket match you are playing on phone. That is giving you immense enjoyment rather, immense enjoyment to you. That is fine. But when you physically hit the ground, you understand the true essence of that particular match, true essence of that particular thing. So it is very much important how tech savvy we become. Like, if you simply just going away from here to somewhere on air taxi is going to introduce very soon in Indian market and everywhere. It was introduced, driverless car, whatever. Like driverless car. Just take the example of driverless car. some people, you get to say, so many electric cars got introduced in the market. They do not have the physical gear, right? They have a certain switch, something like that, driver mode, return mode, or something like that. But whenever you simply drive a car with a physical gear, you understand the true essence of driving a car. That is why people are still buying. Just think, it is being the markets are chock a block with electric cars, but still people feel like buying with the physical the car which has a traditional car which has a physical what is called gear. So people will understand the true essence when they use it. Like somebody was talking about, yes, online class, definitely. No, definitely online class is very much helpful. You simply search it on on YouTube. You simply ask it on ChatGPT. You will get the answer. All things are right. But when you simply meet a teacher physically and he is teaching you something, that essence is something different. Definitely, that is killing our time. Is all right. I don't have any problem. But
That
it
is
is,
to some extent firsthand.
yes, fast, and that particular thing is beyond imagination. But the people do not understand. But when you get to see that online exam means everything is being done through online, then that time once in a blue moon when you simply meet the teachers physically, you understand the essence of having a teacher in your life. That is very much important because look, human teacher, well, definitely, not AI. Look, AI also get introduced to teach other students. You'll go to school, you'll get to see some robots are teaching you. Definitely, it is gonna happen. It is you cannot simply go to that particular fact. It is not happen. It will happen. But having a physical teacher, like human being in your life, is very much important because they do not teach something only which is bookish knowledge. They do not teach something which is written in the book only, right? There are many things that will be taught in school, in your life by a teacher.
They will go out on the program.
Yes, definitely. That is not program. Like emotions. They try to put emotion in human also, right? But there are certain like we cannot simply the way we want to be driven. We do not drive in the same way that the way we want to be driven, right? There are some other factors that is being taking place within us that simply change the direction in some other way that we did not even imagine right at the very beginning. So it is very much important having a physical teacher, having a physical person. Like some days you feel like there is one country who introduced a minister, right, AI minister in their parliament. It is very much important. You might say that you simply carved the those are the snolly gosters. You carve the what is called, sir? Corruption. Yes, you simply carve the corruption. But having a when you simply go to remote villages to understand what they are feeling, the emotion you will get to see with your own eyes. That effect will be gone if you simply everything will be done through AI. It is very much important that we will be doing some greater things in the near future through AI, through machines, to machine learning, all the things, definitely. But what will be the useful of human beings? There will be some useful, there will be some use of human beings too. What would be that? That would be the emotion. Like whatever emotion we just try to put in the
a machine can't be a substitute for a human.
Definitely.
Let us see what point you want.